Hi everyone. Hope you are having a great day. Hope you enjoyed my first video I did. This is my second one. Um, and my life, as you guys know, I have 5 dogs. Is always crazy. Last night I had to break up a big fight between Lola and Muffy. Muffy's 18 years old. Lola's a pup, and Lola just has an aggression with her, and it was a pretty bad one. And I thought, well, I gotta reach down and pull them apart. I'm probably gonna get bit. And if I get bit, somebody else is gonna get bit back. So, but nothing happened. They simmered down, and poor Muffy, I thought her little heart was gonna go 100 miles an hour. She'd have a heart attack on me. But things are cool today so far. But see, that's part of my life. It's never a dull moment here. So retirement actually can be hilarious. Not that dog fighting is hilarious, but you know that moment when you realize you're like a main character in an indie film that's growing older alone in a nutshell. I mean, that's just like growing older in a nutshell. It's equal parts comedy, drama, um, scenes involving like oh misadventures. I guess advantages. I don't know why I said that. Misadventures like with dogs. Uh, I keep hearing my dog downstairs because of the hardwood floors. I keep hearing. So if you hear that, that's what that is. Honestly, if life had a laugh track, really, if it had a laugh track, we would be, in my in this household, it would be Emmy worthy. It's word of God it would be. But here's the thing: living alone as we age isn't to be sad or somber. A lot of people think that they see somebody living by themselves. Oh, it's a solo act full of ridiculous triumphs, unexplainable joys. We know that, and the kind of freedom that, oh, how do I want to say this? That lets you eat cereal for dinner while you're wearing your pajamas at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. And people think my sister says, oh my God, we don't eat until almost 8 o'clock at night. I eat around 4:30. And it's not because I'm a senior citizen, people, even though I am. I like my food to digest before I go to bed. If I ate late at night, even when I go out for dinner and I get home and I eat at 7 o'clock at night, I have indigestion most of the night. So I have to eat earlier, anywhere between 4 to 5. I have to eat, and then I'm fine. But if I eat later than that, I have heartburn and indigestion. So that's just me. It's probably because of all the crazy hours I had when I was working and stuff. Um, but just wear like I said, I wear my pajamas some days all damn day long. And do you think I care? Hail to the no, I don't. Don't care at all. If somebody wants to come banging on my door, well, that you come banging at my door. I didn't invite you. So this is what you're gonna get. Hair may be a mess, no makeup down my face. I don't care. Dogs don't care what I look like. As long as I'm giving them a snack, they don't care. So I look at it like I live in like in the golden years gone wild. And the phrase, it sounds like, what's that phrase go? Oh yeah, we're like fine wine. What is that? We age like fine wine or something. An oak barrel, but often feels like a banana. We often feel like a banana peel left on the counter. Yeah, if it's been on the counter too long, I'm here. I'm oh, I don't know. Telling you to growing old is living alone isn't a tragedy. It's not. It's not. And I know some people feel the opposite about that. They feel like, God, is there anything better? Why do I have to be alone? I'm so lonely. I'm getting depressed. And that's not me. And I don't think anybody should feel that way. I really don't. I think you gotta get out there, make your own happiness, because nobody else is going to do it for you. You're in charge of your own life. This is your movie. This is your life. You're the director, the editor, producer. Me and my sister were joking around. She was telling me, I said, well, I don't know if I want to post another video or wait and post 2 of them at the same time. And, because I'm new, starting out here on this channel. And I mean, I have another channel, her and I do. But anyway, and she goes, well, there you go. Say something like that, because it's true. You've got to be the producer, the crew, the casting, all that. I mean, I do have other cast members, my pups. I do have that. But you know, living alone, it isn't a tragedy, and it's a comedy masterpiece waiting to be written. Let me paint a picture, figuratively, of course speaking. My actual paintings involve pastel paintings, as I've told you before, and but you know, I enjoy my alone time. I enjoy being alone sometimes. Do I like company around me? Yeah, I get to the point I need somebody to talk to besides my dogs, you know. So, you know, they're the perks of being a solo retiree would be first, there's no one to tell you what's appropriate. Yeah, like that would work for me anyway. I'll say I have no filter sometimes, most of the time. Who am I kidding? I've reached a glorious age though, where I can wear fuzzy if I wanted to. Now listen, this is if I wanted to. I could wear fuzzy socks with sandals. Am I going to wear fuzzy socks with sandals? No, not going to happen. Can I eat cake for breakfast? Yes, and I do. I don't care. And you know, and there's no one's going to bat an eye at me and tell me, oh no, you can't do that. No. And you know, my 5 dogs, they don't judge me. They don't make me feel guilty. Of course, the only time they really try to make me feel guilty is, you know, if I'm eating and they're like, "Can we have a bite, please? Can we? Can we?" I know they go and get a bite. You know, in case I feel like I got a hair accident. Okay, in my case, you know, there's 5 dogs, and my sister always she'll come over and make comments about, well, that's why you're so skinny. But let me tell you why I'm so skinny. Let me give you the answer to why I don't feel like I'm skinny, but she says I am. I don't. You know, none of us ever feel like we're at the weight we want to be. You know, if I could be a teenager again, woohoo! I'd be rocking it. I wouldn't have to worry about things going south. But when I eat a meal and my dogs are around me, I get about half that meal. They get the other half of it. So really, that's how I stay skinny because I don't get to eat the full meal. Now I know some of you out there are gonna say, "Oh no, you can't feed your dog table scraps. That's really bad." Well, I've done it my whole life. With you know, I had a dog. She was a little wiener dog. I had her for 16 years. We had her since I was a little girl. You know, and she lived to be 16 years old. She wouldn't eat dog food hardly ever. It was human food. It was human food. It was human food, and you know, keeping it real, people. Um, but she lived to be a ripe old age of 16, and Muffy's 18. She eats table food. I don't feed them a lot of salt because I don't eat a lot of salty stuff. So I watch, and a lot of times I'm eating carrots. Carrots are good for dogs. Sweet potatoes are good for dogs. Chicken, stuff like that's what I eat. So broccoli, my pups are like crazy for broccoli. And I don't know if any of you know this or have done this. I'm pretty sure a lot of you probably have. But when it's 90 degrees outside, you should take watermelon slicers or balls and freeze them, and or keep them in the refrigerator and feed them to your dogs. Dogs love watermelon, not the rind, but the watermelon, the pink part of it all. And make sure you get seeds out of there. But it's good, hydrating, and full of vitamins for them. And my dogs, when they see me come out with a bowl of that, they say, "Oh no, it's watermelon time. Let's attack mom." So, but you know, like I said, you gotta have fun, and I don't want people judging me because I feed my dogs some table scraps. They've got dog food too, and I buy the most expensive dog food I can for them because that's what my vet recommended. Probably he's got stock in that company or something. I don't know, but you know, and when you live alone, I don't know if any of you do some of the crazy stuff, but um, well, I sometimes give my appliances names because I don't know, I'm kind of goofy that way. And you guys will find that I'm kind of goofy. But that's what makes me me. It's like my toaster. My toaster, you know, I always call him the sharp tongued devil, you know, because I say, "Hey, you gonna burn me or my toast today?" I put it in there because sometimes, I mean, my toaster's old, so I don't know. Sometimes it pops up and it's hardly toasted. It's, "Excuse me, hello, we need a little more on here." And I play around there. Next time it comes out, it's burnt. So it's like, okay, you probably might need a new toaster, but I like my toaster. We've been together for many years. And then, of course, the refrigerator. I opened up the refrigerator is like my diva. Okay, I opened it up. I said, okay, you cold-hearted bitch, what are we having tonight for supper? You got to joke around. I know it sounds kind of goofy who would do that, but I do. Why not? And, I often have people say to me, you know, you retired early. Aren't you bored? Aren't you like, don't you get sad and lonely? Well, I have a boyfriend that can drive me nuts sometimes, and I drive him nuts, and we get in fights sometimes, just like anybody else. And then we don't talk for 2 or 3 days, and I'm like, okay, well, that's cool, you know. And he'll say, you're one of the most stubborn, bullheaded. And I said, yeah, you are too. So I say, oh, excuse me, I don't know if we met. Hi, Mr. Stubborn. I'm Mrs. Stubborn. Yeah. Hello. But let's talk about, about joys of aging. I know you guys are like, there's joys. Well, yeah. And by joy, I mean the little surprises that life throws you. Like suddenly you're looking for eyeglasses. You lost your eyeglasses. You're looking for your eyeglasses with another pair of eyeglasses. And I don't know if some of you are like me, guys. I have like 2 or 3 eyeglasses in each room. Yeah, yeah, that's how my life is. So as I'm looking for the other pair of glasses, I realized the glasses that I really wanted, well, on top of my head, or stuck right here, and I'm not even seeing them there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know where I'm at. You know what I'm talking about. And then then you find them. I have to laugh because I say, oh God, this is like a sitcom. But yeah, that happens to me all the time. Where I'll look at the dogs and I'll say, hey, where's my glasses? Do you know where my glasses are? And they're like, I mean those. And I remember my son one time, he was ready to go somewhere, and he said, when he was, back when he was a teenager, he goes, come on, Mom, come on. I said, well, Austin, it's really, really, sunny out there. I got to have my sunglasses. I'm looking for my sunglasses. He goes, maybe you might want to look on top of your head. Oh, yeah, that's where I put them. Yeah, yeah. So, we have all done that. I don't care. We've all done that. And, and the noises, there might be noises in your house. And, but I'm not talking about noises in your house. I'm talking about there's noises. The ones where you go to bend down, you're like, oh, you twist, oh, stretch, those kind of noises that are accompanied by, like a soundtrack that pops and groans. It's like living and groans, I guess I should say. I said groans, but I meant groans. You know what I mean? Again, keeping it real, people. It's like living with a very creaky haunted door, only except that's my body. It's my body making that noise. My retirement and passion projects is pastel painting, like I said, and I'm going to show you guys some of the paintings. I keep telling you that, and I'm going to. I got to get some more around so I can show you. But when I'm painting and I'm trying to capture the soulful look of a lion's eye, while I'm really in there and I'm at getting it all done, and when I do portraits, if I don't make the eyes look real, I'll just scratch the whole thing. I don't care how good it looks. I'll scratch it because the eyes are what makes a painting. I don't care what anybody says. And so I work really hard to make my eyes look real and soulful, and to say a picture about them. What the animal may be thinking, or I work really hard on that. I pride myself on that. But while I'm doing that, then I got little Howie or Lola. They're like, oh, look, there's a piece of chalk right there. I'll keep her occupied by looking really cute. You sneak one. Yeah, I'm on to them, but they try. They do. They try, little boogers. They test my patience as much as they can. But my living room, AKA, is my studio. It's a delightful mess of art supplies sometimes. Some days it's art supplies and fur and you name it, chew toys, you name it. It's there. But I don't care because it's only me that's seeing it. I can clean it up and we're good. But oh, there's times when I'll be playing with these dogs, and like I have like a pointer that has like one of those red pointer things, and I started playing with the pups with that the other day, and it was so funny because I'd go up a white wall, and oh my god, Lola was like trying to chew at the wall, and she'd whine and scratch, and then I put it on her brother, and she's like, jump on him. He turns around, looks at her. I have too much fun. So you see, sometimes I can laugh, until I snort. And come on, we snort. And some people, like my sister, she's gonna love this, might tinkle in her pants a little bit when she laughs too loud. But yeah, I love to go for walks in the summertime, in the fall, and springtime. I love to be outside and go for walks, and we have a really pretty trail that you can go around the lake. And I decide, hey, let's take these dogs for a walk. And I have a leash thing that has like three leads that go. So all I have to do is hold on to one, and it has three leads that connects to it. So now I have to go buy two more, but I kind of like put the other two dogs' leashes, the pups, together, right? Because I wanted to train them to go on a walk. They don't like it too well, and they'll do a walk, but there's the reason why they'll do the walk. But anyhow, as I get ready, you think it would be something that is very simple, easy to do. By the time I get them all their, because I don't keep collars on them because I have a fenced in backyard, they don't go anywhere. And but I put their collars on them, which are harness collars. And by the time I get all that done, get myself ready, get them all done, hooked up, because one's got to go this way. I said, no, 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 I'm trying to get this all hooked up. I've had my cardio workout before I even attempt to take that walk. But it gets better, guys. It gets really better. Because then Wookie, he's like, he's got to be the head. He's got to lead. He's got to go. He's got to go. He's leading an Arctic expedition, like the Iditarod. Yeah, like he's the head dog. Let's go. And I'm like, slow down. And Howie and Lola, they're like, I'm going to put my little feet down. I'm not going. I need a treat for this. If you want me to go, you're going to have to give me a treat. And once we're out the door, and the circus is going crazy, I've tripped over leashes, I've stepped in mud puddles, or other things, and then there has to be that squirrel, that takes off running, and they're like, oh, squirrel, and one might go that way, one might go that way, so it's like this, and then they go back this way. I'm like a maypole, and they're wrapping around me, right? And I'm like, God, I'm trying to get out, and they're going, they're barking, and you know that squirrel's up that tree just laughing, going, look at that old lady there. Oh, it's pretty funny. Look at her. These dogs think they're going to get me. And then you can hear the little thing going, and then that really drives the dogs nuts. And then of course, there's those neighbors, or that this one lady just drove me nuts one day. She's all prim and proper, got her perfect little tennis shoes and her perfect little outfit on. She's got a little hat on. She says, Now she sees I'm all tangled up and crazy with these dogs. What does she do? And I'm huffing and puffing. And let's face it, people, my hair's like this, and I'm looking like a mess. I'm like, good God. And I look up, and I'm down there, and I'm looking up at her, and she's just, hi. And I'm like, hi, thanks for your help. Thank you. But I got to stop and think too. Maybe she thought maybe the dogs would bite her. I don't know. They could have. No, my dogs would lick her to death. Hey, guys. Lola. And despite chaos and through the walks and stuff, I always like it because then the dogs start to calm down. They start to get where they're just too tired to really pull and go. And I'm like, oh, this is nice. Now Mama can slow down, enjoy the walk and everything. And then because people look at you, Lola, and they'll look at you, and it's there might be days I've got some bright, like, I don't know, stretch pants, I guess, jogging pants is what, and bright tennis shoes because I wear Hokas, whatever those are. And they got bright colors on them. And I might have a bright colored hat, which I don't normally wear a hat, but like a shirt or whatever on. It might be bright. So I'm a neon, here I am. And people look at you, and I may be mismatched. I don't care. I'm just going for a walk around the lake. People want to talk to me, you talk to me. If you don't have to. But let me tell you something. If you ever seen a woman or me in a neon tracksuit walking her dogs, and I'm singing "Staying Alive, Staying Alive." If you haven't seen that, people, you're missing out. Let me tell you. But you gotta cherish your independence as well. And my independence is like this. Sometimes I can't get a jar open. I can't open the jar, and I don't have that strength, but because many times the blood pressure cuffs through the years, I've had steroid injections into the joint here because I'd end up with tendonitis and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, it's so much fun. And so I have to have a strategy meeting with myself before I open a jar. So I'm thinking, okay, do you want to use the little rubber thing and try to open it? Or do you want to try popping it on the bottom first and then try open it with the little rubber thing? Or do you want that fancy smancy thing you got off of Temu? And I think it has like different size, and you just put it on there and pull it, and that thing's fantastic. So I use that, and it pops open, but when it doesn't, and that jar wins. I'm like, oh, I have to wait for my boyfriend. I don't want that. I want to open myself. Sometimes I'll do everything I can to get that thing open because nobody's going to help me but me. It's my determination, my stubborn bullheadedness. And then my friends will come over and we go out on the boat. And I said, everybody got their sunscreen, and they'll be, oh yeah, I got my sunscreen and all this, because I look at them. I said, listen, I don't care. I just want to make sure you're all okay. Nobody's on any medications, that you can't be with sunlight and all this, because I don't want to see anybody trying to impersonate a lobster at the end of the day. You understand what I'm saying? And, they all look at me and say, well, we're fine, we're fine. And, there's always that one person. And, you know, sometimes just finding joy in the little things in everyday life. Being retired is good. It's fun. Whether you're a couple retired or retired by yourself, at this stage, joy isn't the grand adventure, but it is every day an adventure. And, you know, sometimes just a perfect cup of tea is all I need in the afternoon to make me happy. And afternoon, sometimes if I'm painting outside and that sun just happens to hit that picture just right, it's just and it looks really pretty, that makes me happy. Just little things like that. And I want you guys to listen to what I'm about to say. Listen to this saying, because it is so true. Life, like art, doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. Think about that. Doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. You do not have to be perfect to be beautiful. Those of you that say, oh, wow, she's really pretty, man, I wish I looked like that. You are pretty. You are beautiful in your own way. If you feel like you're not beautiful on the outside, I bet you're probably one of the most beautiful people on the inside. So you are beautiful. So always remember that. I've known many people beautiful on the outside and beautiful on the inside, and I've known it the other way around too. So that saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, is absolutely true. And so I'm, I sit here and I honestly have to say, life is good. Life is good for me. It can be chaotic. Yeah, it can be very chaotic and unpredictable. Absolutely. But it's hilarious. It's heartwarming. And it's full of moments that make me glad that I didn't skip to the end credits of this movie of mine. And so I have to do this with each one of my videos, guys. And so here's to growing old alone or with somebody. With a pack of dogs, my neon jumpsuits or tennis shoes, whatever I, have. This is a journey. It's a destination. Really something, but I look at it like this. If I'm driving a bumper, I feel like my journey is like, I'm going to drive a bumper car fast and straight through the carnival of aging, and I'm going to, boom, smack that little sucker right in the head. And, because aging isn't always fun, but, it is an adventure. And it's a fun one. Yeah, we're all going to have those, creaks, and as we get older and older, we're not going to be moving as fast. But until them times come, here's to you guys. And also, I'd appreciate it if you'd give me a like. If you'd like to subscribe, I'd be glad for you to subscribe. I'm not asking you to. If you'd like to, that's great. But please, I will ask you this. Please leave me a comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Thank you. God bless you.